Good evening. Welcome back to Kevin Toll Reads. So today I have my weekly wrap up for this week. My goal is 3 books. I end up reading 5.5, and we'll get into that. But here are the books I read this week. Dark Angel, which is book number 2 in the Letty Davenport series. Read this week, gave it a 3.9. Haruki Murakami, After Dark, gave this a 3.8, kind of a surrealism book, really good read. Down the Long Hills, Louis L'Amour, gave this a 4.2, enjoyed this story quite a bit. So far, I think I believe it's now I'm up to like 4 Louis L'Amour books. I've had one kind of and I've had 3 really solid ones. So really enjoying that. Can't wait to read more. And then I decided, hey, one of my goals was to reread the Shattered Seas trilogy by Joe Abercrombie. So I was like, hey, I'll give it a go and start on book 1, Half a King. This was fantastic. I was really shocked by like how good this was. I gave this a 4.7. And so it was such a really good read, honestly. It really brought back a lot. And so then I was like, well, then and now I guess it's time to, to keep going, and I might as well, go on to book 2. And so I read Half the World, which is book 2 from Joe Abercrombie's Shattered Seas trilogy. I gave this a 4.5. I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was slightly less than the first book. There was like a 25-page section in the middle, but it was really, really good. And so with that being said, I went ahead and I've been reading Half the War, the final book in the trilogy. As you can tell, I am halfway through it. And so that is going to be added to my weekly reading for this week. And so in terms of videos this week, I had 5 book reviews. I did my monthly wrap up for July. I did a one-off video of my top 10 novellas from Stephen King, which was really fun to do. It was really challenging as well, but it was really fun. And then I did another video in the Why You Should Read series on author Joe Hill. And so I did a total of 8 videos last week, and it was really fruitful. I really got a lot done. I've been reading a lot lately, and so I've been pretty nose down. If I'm not making videos, I'm reading or working or doing family stuff. I've been losing a little sleep here and there, but I've been reading some really good books, and I'm sure you can relate. In terms of community engagement, it's been really, really good. I've had lots of new subscribers. I've had a lot of comments, so I wanted to kind of mention some of those here as well. Read by Fred, McNulty's Book Corral, Hide and Read, Faceless Book Reviews, Bing Lamb 2176, Ricky's Rockin' Reviews, Trav's Bookshelf. If you haven't hit up Trav's Bookshelf's channel, you should check it out. He just released a little while ago a bookshelf tour. Really cool. You should check that out. Odd Audie Online, Dustin Neely, Bucky749, the GKBC4510, Graz, Little Big Library, KL Goes to the Market. Very catchy name. Music Room 7185, Susan, My Reading Nook, new subscriber. There's always Austin, Outer World Media. He gave his his weekly wrap up yesterday. Really cool. Nick the Cringe 7129, another interesting one. Dr. L Reads, Patty Page 6723, G Cliff 0510, LJ King, Timu Sintonen, I believe that's how that handle is pronounced, and Yukon D22. So a lot of really some new characters, some new comments, some existing old guys that are still commenting on my stuff. Like James of the Little Big Library, Faceless, the usual characters, but a lot of new people too, which is really, really cool. So in terms of what I'm reading this week then, obviously, like I mentioned, I'm going to be finishing Half a War. I am, again, halfway through that. I'll probably knock out another huge chunk this evening. Who knows, I may binge the whole dang thing and just be done with that long-term goal. but I'm really enjoying it. But in terms of reading this week, Corey's List, book number 2 in the Corey series. I'm going to be checking this out. I really enjoyed book 1. I read book 1 with Hyde and Reed as a friendship read. I'm going to definitely be reading this. Book number 2 in the Cotton Malone series by Steve Berry, The Alexandria Link. This has been on my TBR. Book 6, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Excited to get to the end. I'm really hoping this one, I've heard a lot of good things from some of you all. I'm really hoping this one's going to be good. So these are the 4 books I'm going to be reading this week. It's quite the challenging reading week, but I'm excited to get to a couple, again, with Cotton Malone and Quarry, book 2 in the series. Definitely want to see how those are going. Obviously, Harry Potter's been hitting, has really been really good, and so I'm really excited to get to book 6. And then I'm going to finish Half a War first and knock out that long-term goal with Joe Abercrombie. So really good stuff. In terms of TBR update, I now have 2 books left in my TBR. Have Brides Will Travel and Flint. Flint is going to be a friendship read with Austin over at Outer World Media. So that's going to be coming. And so in terms of upcoming videos this week, obviously book reviews. I'm going to reshuffle TBR. So I'm going to put some new books on the TBR. You're going to see a video about that this week. I'm going to do another episode in the Deep Dive Character Study. I honestly haven't really given it much thought. Well, I've got a couple ideas out there, but I haven't really nailed that down just yet. But that's going to happen. And then I have another book haul. I ordered some books, and then Tessa, my youngest, has been doing the summer reading program at the library. And so she brought home some books for me. And so Tessa's going to come and join me on a video, and we're going to do a book haul together. And I'll show you what I ordered, and she can show you what she picked up for me. So I think that's going to be kind of a neat little thing to do. So be on the lookout for that later this week. And that's the reading week. That's my wrap up. Again, 4.2 was my average score from this week out of the 5 books. Half a King was my best book at 4.7. I read another surrealism book. That was a gift from Hyde and Reed. Another great Louis L'Amour entry. I got one more book on the Lucas Davenport, and then I knocked that long-term goal off, and then Half a War will knock that reread long-term goal off. So I'm knocking down my goals. I'm reading some great books, reading a lot, and I'm still keeping up, pushing out videos for you all. So it's a productive week, and I'm looking forward to another one. I hope you guys are as well. Again, if you haven't checked out, go over and check out Trav's bookshelf and subscribe to him. Check out that video he just posted. Really cool. He's got really cool books. So check him out. So anyways, I hope you have a great start to your week, and I will talk to you later. Thanks.